There's a prayer millions of people are singing right now, not in churches, not in temples, but in their cars, their bedrooms, their headphones on the way to work. And it goes something like this: please don't take what I have. I know I don't deserve it, but please, not yet. Benson Boone didn't write a love song. He wrote a confession. And today, we're going to dissect exactly why 20 million people can't stop listening to their own fears set to music. Hit subscribe if you're ready to understand your own emotions better. First, you need to understand who's telling this story. Benson Boone is 21 years old. Let that sink in. Most people his age are figuring out what major to pick. He's out here articulating the existential dread that most of us don't understand until we're 30. Here's the wild part. He walked away from American Idol, not because he failed, because he knew his own worth. That confidence, that self-awareness, it's embedded in every decision he makes musically, and the world noticed. Beautiful Things isn't just performing well, it's becoming a cultural touchstone. When a song appears in both gym playlists and therapy sessions, you know it's hitting something primal. Let's talk about what makes this song sonically devastating, because the production isn't just background, it's the second voice in the conversation. The song opens with space, silence, breathing room. That's intentional. It's creating intimacy before the first note even plays. When that piano comes in, it's delicate, almost fragile, like the beautiful things he's afraid to lose. But here's the genius. The instrumentation mirrors the emotional arc perfectly. As fear increases, so does the orchestration. Strings creep in like intrusive thoughts. Drums add, and Benson's vocal performance is a masterclass in restraint. He could belt every line, he's got the range, but he doesn't. He starts vulnerable, almost whispering his fears. When he finally unleashes, it hits like a dam breaking. That contrast is everything. This isn't background music for your life. This is music that demands you stop and feel something. And in today's world of passive listening, that's revolutionary. Now we get to the heart of it. What is this song actually saying? And more importantly, why does it feel like he's reading your diary? The central tension is brilliant. Gratitude that feels like a curse. He's happy, maybe the happiest he's ever been, and that happiness terrifies him, because now he has something to lose. This is what philosophers call the burden of good fortune. The better your life gets, the more you have to protect, the more vulnerable you become. Most people feel this but never put words to it. Benson just did. But what makes it work is the specificity. He's not talking about abstract concepts. He's talking about real, tangible moments. The kind everyone has experienced. Morning light through windows. Laughter with people you love. The ordinary magic we take for granted until we imagine it gone. And then there's the prayer element. Whether you're religious or not, there's something universally human about bargaining with the universe. Let me keep this. I'll be better. I'll appreciate it more. Just don't take it away. The comments section is full of people saying, this is exactly how I feel about my mom, or my partner, or my recovery, or my second chance. When one song can hold that many different stories, the songwriting is working on a deeper level than just words. So why is this song exploding right now? What is it about this exact moment in history that makes Beautiful Things feel so necessary? We've collectively been through trauma, real, global, shared trauma. We've watched beautiful things disappear overnight. People, jobs, plans, futures. Benson's fear isn't hypothetical to us anymore. It's memory. But there's more. We're living in the comparison Olympics. Every day we see other people's perfect lives, perfect families, perfect moments. It makes us look at our own lives differently, sometimes with gratitude, sometimes with inadequacy, but always with awareness that it could all change. And we're the first generations to actually talk about this stuff openly. Previous generations felt these things, but didn't have permission to voice them. Now we do. So when someone articulates our anxiety perfectly, it goes viral because we finally feel seen. Look at how people are using this song: wedding videos, memorial tributes, graduation posts, recovery celebrations. It's being used to mark moments where beauty and fragility intersect. That's not just a song, that's a cultural artifact. Here's what I think Beautiful Things is really about, underneath everything else. It's about the cost of consciousness. Animals don't worry about losing what they have. They exist in the moment. But humans, we have this curse of imagination. We can picture futures where our beautiful things are gone. That's our gift and our torture. The song is essentially saying, the price of loving something is fear. You can't have one without the other. To love deeply means to risk loss deeply. And Benson isn't offering a solution. He's just holding up a mirror to that reality. But here's the beauty in that honesty. By not pretending there's an easy answer, by not offering toxic positivity, he's giving us permission to feel scared without shame. That's radical acceptance disguised as a pop song. And maybe that's the point. Maybe the song isn't meant to make us less afraid. Maybe it's meant to make us less alone in our fear. Because when millions of people are singing the same prayer, you realize your anxiety isn't a personal failure. It's part of being human. Beautiful Things is a mirror held up to modern existence. We're all walking around with this low-grade fear that our good fortune is temporary, that we're one moment away from losing what matters most. What Benson Boone did was give voice to the prayer we're all too afraid to say out loud. And in doing so, he created something rare, a pop song with genuine emotional wisdom. So here's my challenge to you. What's the beautiful thing in your life you're most afraid to acknowledge? Because acknowledging it makes it feel more fragile. Drop it in the comments. Let's create a space where we can be honest about our fears. If this hit you differently than your average music video, subscribe and turn on notifications. We're building something here, a community that believes music should make you think, not just feel. And remember, being afraid of loss means you know how to appreciate what you have. That awareness, that's its own kind of beautiful thing.